I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Groups on opposite sides of the debate over a change in transgender policy make their views known at the Flagler County School Board's recent meeting. John R. King has the story.
The proposed changes would add transgender protections to the district's discrimination policy, most importantly around the issue of gender identity. Randy Bertrand, whose son Elliot is a transgender Flagler Palm Coast High School student, challenged the board to make a decision laying out what he and others in support of the policy believe is at stake.
You've had 4 months to consider this. I've been up here talking for 4 months. It's time for you all to tell the Flagler citizens where you stand. Understand that if you feel that the words gender in Policy 217 does not include gender identity, you are effectively saying that, hey, the Florida Department of Education recognizes your ability to identify as a gender other than binary male or female, but I refuse to protect it.
Opposing the change was a group led by the Reverend Charlene Cothran of the Evidence Ministries, affiliated with Zion Baptist Church of Palm Coast. Cothran refused to acknowledge that transgender people even exist.
This is not going to protect transgender students, if there is such a thing. I don't believe there is such a thing as transgender students. No boy has ever turned into a girl. No girl has ever turned into a boy, but they use that term. It's not going to protect a so-called transgender student. It's going to create more transgender thinking students.
Bertrand said while a program is set to start next month called Culture of Kindness, he feels the school board's lack of a final resolution on the issue will put the safety of transgender students like his son in question. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
A developer hits a major snag in plans to build on the former Matanzas golf course. City planners are suggesting developer Alexander Ustolovsky scale back plans after residents expressed concerns that the lots were too close together and that views of the golf course could be compromised. City planners Jason DiLorenzo and Ray Tyner told the developer that his 300 homes plan won't likely be possible since much of the land can't be built on due to view obstruction. They'll also require 10,000 square foot lots and townhomes of at least 1,000 square feet. Just how many homes could end up on the site of the former golf course is still up for analysis, but city planners say at least a third of the developer's plans could be affected. Ustolovsky was also planning on a section of commercial development on the west end of the property near US 1, but planners say that area is designated as a greenbelt section, meaning commercial building isn't permitted.
How should the state govern vacation rentals?
24th District State Rep Paul Renner said short-term rentals should be governed differently than long-term rentals. He said that there is such a bill moving through the legislature.
That bill, as it's moved through, I think has gotten better and more acceptable to me. It is not full preemption, but it addresses some things such as licensure, making sure that we're collecting the local bed tax, some of the taxes that are incident to a short-term rental that you don't have in a long-term rental.
Representative Renner said that local governments would still cover the policing should there be too much noise, too many cars parked in the road, things like that. But he said that it would all fall under a state license if the bill makes it to the governor's desk. To listen to the entire interview with 24th District State Representative Paul Renner, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
It's the 6th straight year the Native American Festival is happening at Princess Place. Tony Magoo has the details.
This weekend, the place to be is Princess Place Preserve for the annual Princess Place Powwow. It's Flagler County's Native American Festival with many tribes represented from both North and South America. There'll be dancing, weapons demonstrations, wildlife exhibits, encampments, and displays. With me is Jim Sawgrass, advisor for the Native American Festival. Jim, tell our listeners about what's there for the kids.
There'll be a petting zoo there. There'll be animals. We'll have horses, and the Wild Horse Rescue Program will be with us again.
What else, Jim?
We'll have a guy from the Seminole tribe who's going to be demonstrating how dugout canoes, how they built a canoe. He's going to be working and building on one.
Visitors can round out their experience by visiting the Wild Horse Rescue Area, pony rides, and shopping at the trading booths. Food and refreshments will be available, including some authentic Native American food. The festival runs 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. this Saturday and Sunday. General admission is $5 per person. Kids 12 and under are free. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.